what Kurt's going to show you now, if I can segue over to Kurt, is he'll give you an example of what it looks like to bring data in from Redshift and from Netezza over to the Excel product. Kurt?
Thank you very much, Paul. All right, I'm going to go ahead and kick over to my machine over here. And first off, we're going to talk about the new databases that we can connect to. And as you can see, for existing customers out there, you know what our CDD is. For those who are new to CONNX, this is our data dictionary where we actually store the information about the tables and the actual databases that we connect to. Realistically, once you get the database into the CDD, you're able to access it in whatever capacity you want to utilize. In connecting to Redshift and Netezza, we will consume their existing drivers, and that will enable you to get the information, the metadata about the underlying tables into the CDD itself. In doing so, you will then be able to use the same technology that you can with all of our other databases that we connect to. You can create homegrown applications to connect to the data. You can utilize data sync to move the data into these databases. You know, we offer connectivity via ODBC, OLADB, JDBC, and .NET. So anything that will offer a connection option within those parameters, you can utilize to access this data. From here, I'm going to go into the Excel spreadsheet, and as Paul said, it's 2 clicks away. What we do is we have, and I'm going to just go ahead and expand this out, we have a CONNX header up here, and when you click on that, you have the ability to create a new connection, and once you do create it, you can reuse it. I've created one. I'm going to go and show you how to create one, but once you've created an existing one, you can go and simply double-click on the one you created, and it will automatically connect to that database and populate the data. So now, within doing this and creating this, I'm going to go back and we're going to create a brand new sheet, and so I can go through and the creation part. When we create the new connector for Excel, we simply need to point at the data dictionary itself. So you want to navigate to where that is, and then you want to go ahead and select, and then we'll connect to it with the CONNX user ID and password. And then once you do this, it'll go through and it'll give you a list of the tables and the databases that exist in here. Now there's a couple different avenues in which you can create this connector. You can simply double-click one of the tables to create just a select star query on that table to populate all of the data. Or you can go into the source SQL statement and write your own query or utilize our own query builder, which some of you as existing customers with Infonaut will recognize this. This is our query builder from the Infonaut tool. And then you can create whatever query you want that will abide by the ANSI 92 standards, and that will be the query that will be run underneath the covers when you use this connector. We're going to go ahead and we'll just grab that one. And then it'll prompt you to save the connection. Go ahead and select Finish, and then it'll pre-populate that once you create it. Now, again, once you go in to the CONNX and you want to update or use the existing, you can use that and you can see that connector in your list there, and you can reuse it. So you don't have to recreate the connections over and over. Once they've been created, as Paul said, it is a simple 2-click activity to get your data into Excel.